being stuck, lost, unmotivated, not knowing which way to turn. That happens. That's the truth. Identifying that, admitting that, and admitting that it's not just you, because you feel it's you, you're doing something wrong, and then you spend more time dwelling on the fact you feel like it, trying to hide it, and before you know it, days, weeks, months, years. You've got to try and stop this shift in a mindset early as you can before it becomes a trained habit, and then it's just something that you do without even thinking. When you're lost, where you don't really know where you're going, everything and anything can get on top of you and hold you down and be in your way. Any little thing that you years ago you think this wouldn't have bothered me, that's fair enough. But it's you've shifted now. So then what happens? Trying to plan for the future becomes obsolete and a waste of time because you feel that you have no future because this is you. This is all you've got and this is all you could achieve and be. This is where sort of coaching comes in. Now, you don't tell anyone, we're not here to lay down the law and tell anyone how to live, how to be. We're here just to help, just to guide. They sometimes say the crowds see more of the match than the ref, just because of that, the distance away from it. Now, identifying that you're stuck, and what I like to do is just run through a day. You go through your day, things that you'd pick out, I'll pick out different from you, and then I come back at the end and we make little subtle changes. Let's say you're unmotivated to get up, so your normal wake up time is 9 or 10, let's say. Then that's fine. Then you say, well, for a week I want you to set an alarm, and I want you to set that for half an hour, 8:30 or 9:30, depending on when you get up. And then with that extra half an hour, I want you up and out of bed and downstairs. Now, again, if your other stop is, I've got no motivation to actually get ready, I've got nothing to get ready for, or I've got nothing to clean the house for, or nothing to move forward for with the day once I'm up, that's fine. But the first goal, let's get you up, let's get you out of bed, and let's get you around. And if you've then got nothing in your eyes that you need to be getting on with, then let's get you outside. Whether that's just a walk around the garden, headphones in, music on, or a walk down the road. Now, soon, normally by the second week, or sometimes at the end of the first week, you think, well, what am I doing with this half an hour? Am I wasting it? Then you move forward again. Then the phone becomes something that you don't think about, you don't pick up. You get up, you get yourself prepared, you get washed, you get changed, whatever that is, and you enter out that house and you go for the walk. And then soon that becomes a longer walk. Well, because there's something over there I want to see. And then soon that becomes, well, it goes on and on and on. And then you're up earlier. And before you know it, you might be back in that rhythm, that routine of getting up. And then before you know it, it's, well, I'm not sitting around here in this house. Then you start cleaning. So now you're up. Now you're up and you're out. You're up, you're out, you're ready. Then you're cleaning. And then before you know it, after a couple of months, you're back in that mindset and you think, how was I ever lying in till 10, 11, 12, whatever it may be? Why was I doing that? And how was I doing that? Look what I've achieved now with just some small little goals. We started with just getting out of bed, but just setting your alarm to get up that bit earlier than you needed to. And again, it's easy to get stuck. But everywhere along the line, you can come to a coach, or if you can't, go to a family member or a friend. If you're lucky, you've got someone really solid in your life that will give you the hard truths, but also help you celebrate those victories. Now, again, you might think that's a small, tiny victory, but we have a little flashback to a week, a month, or a year ago where you couldn't even get up and you couldn't even start to clean, and it wasn't even something you were thinking about. And then before you know it, if you might have been off work or you're self-employed or out of work, before you know it though, we're up and we're setting up our own businesses, or we're moving forward and we're setting goals to maybe go back to work. Now again, nothing happens overnight. Okay, I'm talking best case scenario. Okay, that's all we can set for, and that's what we should be setting for. You should always be prepared and ready for if it goes downhill, but always focusing on looking uphill. Too many people over prepare for when it goes down, or when things don't work, and then subconsciously you're training yourself that it's not going to. They do say that the person that says they can't and the person that says they can are both right, because you believe that. It's your mindset, it's your life, it's your vibration you're giving out into the universe.